guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to see you here on this bright, beautiful day. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the new Rare Beauty powder blushes. They have some new shades that just came out, which is very exciting, just in time for spring, and I am so excited to be reviewing them for you guys today. But before we get started in this review video, do not forget to hit that subscribe button for new and exciting makeup content. And just like that, let's jump right into it. So here we have the new Rare Beauty blush in the shade Hope. It comes in the regular Rare Beauty powder blush packaging. It's like a very pretty matte, minimalistic, very trendy look that's in right now. But yeah, Hope was the first shade of the new Rare Beauty powder blushes that I immediately gravitated towards when I was inside of Sephora shopping for these. I got three shades. I got the shade Hope, Joy, and Happy. Those are the colors that I felt like would complement my skin tone the best, because all the other ones were either too dark, there was one that was too dark, and one that was like too light. It looked so light that it looked like an eyeshadow to me. I was not gonna be able to put that on my very like warm tone skin tone, but Hope right here was for sure, by far, my absolute favorite color of this new spring collection by Rare Beauty. And I mean, I'm saying it's a spring collection because it's just in time for spring, but I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a permanent product that they're gonna have in their line. It's just so gorgeous, and I love how it's reminding me a little bit of the NARS Orgasm blush. They have that in like, they have made that shade in like a stick blush, the regular powder blush, and a liquid blush. Every single iteration of the NARS Orgasm blush that you could think of, they have made. And this shade right here, Hope, reminds me exactly of NARS Orgasm, which has been a cult favorite in the makeup world forever. But yeah, let's give it a swatch. So immediately, it just feels so smooth. Like, it just, I don't know how to describe it. Immediately, it looks like a highlighter. It definitely has like a highlighter aspect to it. But yeah, if we swatch it, like, it feels like I'm swatching almost nothing because the texture is so light and airy that it feels like it's like not even there. But it's so like gorgeous and iridescent, and it's definitely something that like I would proceed with caution with if I were applying this on my face. I don't know if it's going to be too luminous to be applied as a blush, so I'm a little bit like curious to see how it's going to wear on the face. As a swatch, it looks gorgeous. It's like iridescent, luminous. It has like that dual tone like coral with baby pink mixed in together. It's just so pretty. But only way to find out if this is going to wear nicely is if we try it on. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to pick up a good old synthetic angled brush right here, and we're gonna try synthetic bristles first because I feel like synthetic bristles are going to pick up this formula a little bit better than normal regular hair brushes. So let's give it a go, shall we? Okay, so we're gonna pack on a good amount. I want to pick up as much as I can, and the brush is doing a really good job at picking up a lot of that formula, so I have a good feeling that this will work out using synthetic bristles. So here we go. Whoa. Immediate payoff. The pigmentation is a lot, so maybe I can pack some of that extra on the other side. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. I'm gonna try to blend this side a little bit more. I definitely went in with a lot of product. It's for sure very pigmented. And yeah, I mean, look at that. Like, layer one and you already have this going on. So it's very luminous. I will say it's very luminous, but it's pretty. It's pretty. That's what I'm gonna say. Let me try to like warm up to it, because at this point I don't know if it's looking like too glowy to be worn as a blush. But let me go ahead and even it out on the other side. Well, I have some thoughts. Right off the bat, I think it's too luminous. I think it's too glowy. I don't know if I like it alone, being worn alone, like on its own. Right here we see it, it's like freestanding, nothing. I don't have any regular blush right underneath it, and I think it's a little too bright, too glowy. I mean, it's beautiful. This is something I would definitely want to wear like as an eyeshadow, but I don't know. I'm not loving it. The Rare Beauty powder blush in the shade Hope was my favorite, but at this point, considering this is the favorite shade that I picked out for like my skin tone, and it's like wearing like this, like ultra bright, and I'm not loving it. I don't know if I'm going to like the rest of the other shades, but of course we're gonna try them out. I think something like this would definitely look prettier, I feel, had I applied my regular blush and then went in with this guy as a topper, like to top off my regular blush, and I would have gone in with so much less product, because yeah, I don't love it on its own. I'm wearing my favorite foundation. I'm wearing my NARS Radiant foundation, and yeah, I don't know, it's a lot, so let me go ahead and try the other shades and see how I feel. All right, so now we have a clean slate. I have a fresh layer of foundation, and next up I'm going to be applying Joy. Okay, we want to make sure that we give Joy a good swatch. This is what we're looking like. Let's swatch it on the back of our hands and see what we think. Right off the bat, I feel like I'm swatching nothing because the texture is so light and airy. It's just so like beautiful. It gives that immediate pigment, beautiful color, beautiful glow. Also, I really like this color. Using that same synthetic brush that I cleaned, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dip right into it like that. Maybe I will try and go in a little bit more light-handed, maybe not apply so much, and see if I like that better. But oh yeah, oh, that's pretty. That is so pretty. It looks way better that I applied less is more with these powder blushes right here. I'm telling you, less is more. I did just a very thin layer, and would you look at that? It's giving glow. It's giving spring, summer. And the coral is like the perfect shade for me, for my skin tone. I am like a warm slash a little neutral, some ivory tones, olivey, and this is just wearing so nicely. I love Joy. I love this shade. Maybe let me just even it out and try it on the other side. But yeah, I mean, picked up just a little. Don't want to go too crazy. Okay, I think it looks wonderful. It's so like glowy, like glow from within, and it's really complementing my dewy foundation right now. I think the glow is great. I don't know if it's like this shade that I like more. I think I like the shade Joy more than I did Hope. I don't know if it's the color that I'm loving more, but it's just like sitting so well on the skin. You know what I think it is? I think it's because it looks more natural. I think Hope was a little bit more of like an artificial looking blush, but this one, it's just like subtle enough that it's like giving glow, but it's not overpowering. That's it right there. It's not overpowering the look, and I think it's so pretty. This is something I would definitely see myself wearing during the summertime and whatnot. So yeah, I think this is great. I am for sure keeping the shade Joy in my makeup collection, and I think this is gonna be my go-to blush for the summertime. 100%. It's like perfect, and it just makes me look like flirty. I don't know, like it gives me like a little like pick me up, like perkier. I don't know. But yeah, with this top and everything and this blush, I'm just in a mood right now. I feel like flirty, like I'm ready for spring, and all is well. Love this shade, but we have one more to try. Next up, we're gonna be trying on the shade Happy. But nonetheless, Joy is a winner for sure. I now have the Rare Beauty powder blush in the shade Happy, and right off the bat, this is for sure the brightest and lightest shade that I got in this powder blush, so I don't know how it's going to wear on my skin. I don't know if it's going to complement my warm olivey tones that are in my skin tone, but let's give it a swatch first and then we'll go ahead and try it out once more. Beautiful color. Like, this is something that I would definitely love to wear like as an eyeshadow type of thing, but for blush, yeah, I don't know. So this is how it swatches. Didn't really show up. Let's try that again. I'm going to go in with the second layer of Happy and hopefully it shows up. So I picked up quite a bit here and we're gonna give it another swashy swash. Okay, so that showed up a lot better. As you can see, the undertone that my skin tone picks up specifically from the shade Happy is that, like, are those really pretty corally undertones that are hidden in this shade. And I say hidden because I don't really get to see those coral undertones when I'm just looking straight into this shade right here, but on my skin, like, I can see it when I alternate the shade. It's like a little bit of like that coral hue. It's beautiful. I just couldn't tell right off the bat from looking straight at the color, just like that. So let's see if the same thing happens on my skin, if my skin tone picks up that coral hue. I got a lot of pigment from the first tappity taps that I did, so I like that. I like a pigmented product, and let's give it a whirl. That's pretty. It's definitely a lot less overwhelming than the other pink Hope had on my skin. I think it's beautiful, but I think I need to go in with a little bit more product. So this is my second layer right here. Yeah, second layer for sure. I get that nice pop. I don't know, guys. It's bright. It's really bright. Okay, let me even it out. Again, first layer, it's barely noticeable, so I'm gonna go in once again with the second layer. Picked up a little bit more. That might have been a little too much, but we're gonna go for it. And once again, second layer shows up a lot more. It's pretty. It's a pretty color. It's not overpowering my look by any means. I do feel like I like Happy way better than I did Hope. As you can see, Happy is a brighter shade than Hope. Hope is more of like a, I don't know what you would call it, like a nude color with coral undertones, but Happy for sure is wearing a lot nicer on the face. I think it's like flirtier and like prettier. It gives me more spring vibes than Hope did. Yeah, I think it's gorgeous. I think it wears wonderfully on its own. I don't feel like I would need a matte blush underneath this to make this work right here. So far, something I've noticed about these formulas right here is that it does matter what shade you pick out for your skin tone. Depending on whether you're deep skin, tan skin, or fair skin, it's really gonna matter which color you choose for your skin tone, because the new Rare Beauty powder blushes do come with different undertones, different hues that kind of pop out when you swatch them, and then you kind of like alternate the shade, and depending on how the light hits the shade, you can really start to see those underlying colors that are somewhat hidden in the shade. So yeah, make sure that you make it into a store, swatch these so that you know which color looks best on your skin tone, because from my little experiment here, I do feel like it makes like all the difference when you try it on your skin. Even if it's the back of your hand, you will know right off the bat which shade is best for you. So do yourself a favor, save yourself time and money by just going into the store and swatching them out and finding your perfect shade of Rare Beauty powder blush. These are worth it. I loved Joy. Joy was so nice because again, it complemented my skin tone the best, and I found it to be the most wearable for me, and I will wear this throughout the summertime. And that does it for this video today, my friends. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching it until the end. If you liked this video and found some value from it, please don't forget to drop me a like. It helps my channel so much. And also, if you want to stick around, feel free to hit the subscribe button so that you can be the first to know when I upload new and exciting makeup videos. And just like that, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys. Mwah.